Cyberbullying. The use of technology to harass people. Abuse. Maltreatment. Exploitation. Nowadays, a significant number of school children are becoming victims of cyberbullying. Emergence. The process of coming into existence or prominence. Extension. Advancement. Progression. We saw the emergence of many new fashions on social media that have not been seen before. Misleading. Making someone believe something incorrect. Deceptive. Guileful. Fraudulent. It would be seriously misleading to suggest that advertising does not affect children. Sovereignty. Supreme power or authority of a country. Supremacy. Authority. Power. Media should be given the full sovereignty and freedom to publish the actual news. Rumor. Unofficial information that may not be true. Gossip. Hearsay. Fabrication. At present, people have been experiencing plenty of rumors published on social media. Monopoly. Exclusive control of a commodity or a market. Domination. Holding. Ownership. In the past, the central government had a monopoly on television broadcasting in many nations. Bias. A preference for one thing over another. Favoritism. Unfairness. One-sidedness. News reporters must be impartial in publishing news and not show political bias. Racism. The belief that people of some races are inferior to others. Prejudice. Intolerance. Bigotry. The authorities are taking steps to combat cultural racism and hate crimes in schools. Lobbying. To try to influence the actions of public officials. Persuading. Advocating. Promoting. To prevent abuse and corrupt practices, lobbying activities should be regulated through the media. Legitimate. Something acceptable according to the law. Valid. Reasonable. Justifiable. These are legitimate issues of human rights that deserve to be discussed in the global news media. Trend. Currently popular, especially on social media. Prevailing. Fashionable. Well-liked. The trend to use email for both personal and professional communication has become well known. Espionage. Act of obtaining secret or confidential information. Spying. Inspection. Scrutiny. Governments need digital intelligence services to protect against espionage and foreign extremists. Prejudice. An unfair feeling of dislike for a person or group. Discrimination. Unfairness. Injustice. Social media can help us to advance our society beyond prejudice, racial discrimination. Conspiracy. A secret plan or agreement between people. Scheme. Plotting. Swindle. On the internet, we witness many conspiracy theories surrounding the moon landing. Consensus. A generally accepted opinion, wide agreement. Agreement. Accord. Harmony. There is a growing consensus that e-commerce and e-business certainly have a great future. Mainstream. Accepted by the largest number of people. Conventional. Regular. Ordinary. The mainstream media refers to conventional newspapers, television, and other news sources. Campaign. An organized course of action to achieve a goal. Movement. Operation. Initiative. Advertising campaign on social media has become a popular trend all over the world. Negotiation. The discussion aimed at reaching an agreement. Discussion. Consultation. Settlement. Media personnel are encouraged to have direct negotiations with the government on public issues. Demography. The statistical study of human populations. Statistics. Population size. Population tally. Internet users are usually segmented on the basis of geography and demography. Influencer. Person who uses social media to sell products. Promoter. Supporter. Spokesperson. In recent times, the popularity of influencers is being popular on social all across the world. Censorship. Prohibition of any parts of books, films, or news. Banning. Suppression. Restriction. The question of internet censorship is one of the most pressing issues in our time. Cybercrime. Criminal activity that is done using the internet. Violation. Law breaking. Hate crime. With cybercrime, we have a situation where new forms of crime are being created day by day. Editorial. Newspaper article in which editor gives opinion. Commentary. Critique. Coverage. Editorial articles can provoke readers into thinking seriously about global issues. Endorsement. The action of supporting someone or something. Approval. Authorization. Backing. Many retired players are able to make a lot of money by doing product endorsements. Diffusion. The action of spreading in many directions. Transmission. Penetration. Entrance. Now, the major source of cultural diffusion is the internet, where people adopt new practices. Online abuse. Harassing with the use of digital technologies. Online harassment. Bullying. Maltreatment. Most online abuses often go unreported as the victim feels nothing can be done. Dissemination. An act of broadcasting message to the public. Circulation. Spreading. Distribution. With encyclopedias in every classroom, we can disseminate information to all students. Backlash. A strong negative reaction by a large number of people. Reaction. Aftereffect. Chain reaction. The president received backlash from thousands of people on his Twitter statements. Obituary. A notice of a death, especially in a newspaper. Death notice. Funereal. Memorial. Summarizing his amazing life, Muhammad Ali's obituary was plastered in the newspaper. Eyewitness. A person who has seen something happen. Spectator. Onlooker. Observer. The journalist continued working on child abuse, adding documents and eyewitness testimony. Bulletin. A short official statement or summary of news. Report. Announcement. Notice. Sometimes the media interrupt regular programs to bring an important news bulletin. Propaganda. Information, especially of a biased or misleading nature. Misinformation. Promotion. Hype. During election season, politicians often try and beat their rivals by airing propaganda in the media. Plagiarism. The practice of stealing someone else's work or ideas. Copying. Infringement. Piracy. The easiest way to avoid plagiarism is to attribute the sources while publishing the data. Anonymous. Having no known name or known source. Unnamed. Unidentified. Nameless. Anonymous criminals are increasing at an alarming rate because of cyber technology. Regulation. Official rule or the act of controlling something. Control. Supervision. Management. Government can protect our data and privacy by enacting an active copyright regulation system.